Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Yep, y'all see that my background has changed. So it's definitely already giving. It would have been easy for me to say that I can't. But look, you guys, theme song time. I'm live at 5 Hey. I'm live at 5 Hey. I'm live at 5 Hey. I'm live at 5. Come on inside the room. Okay, sissy, I see you. Okay, where's the red dress? You know what I'm looking for. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And look, I could have very easily said that I can't. Thank you. That's right. That's what I wanted was my red dress. But you know what? That ain't in my DNA. And I know we talked about on Monday, just say you can't. And for some situations, you can just say that you can't, and it's all right. It's all good. Nobody gonna hold it against you. Hey, Missy, how you doing? So happy that you are in the building today. But listen, put in the chat. It's easy to say I can't. It's easy to say I can't. It's easy to say I can't. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. Yep, it's the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. So look, let's get into this conversation of it. It's easy to say I can't. So I know maybe a couple of weeks ago I had shared with you guys about joining a leadership program. And when I first talked to my coach, I was coming from a place of I just can't. Put it in the chat. I just can't. I just can't. And remember, I told you how when I was standing in that space of I just can't, I was being confronted. Remember, we had the conversation about being confronted. And you know, I was being confronted with changing my calendar and my schedule around. I was being confronted with um, having to change my commitment and my agreements to people that I've already made, right? I was confronted by needing to make more time to do the things that I wanted to do. Because remember, I wanted it, right? I wanted this training program. Put it in the chat. Wanting it is not enough. Wanting it is not enough, right? So I wanted it really bad. I wanted to obtain these skills that this training program would give me, but I wasn't willing to move stuff around. I wasn't willing at the time to make new agreements, to ask people to work with me or change appointments that may have been locked in for a long period of time. Hey, Tamu, you up in here? Hey, Tam, so happy that you in here. But it could have been very easy, and it was easy for me to say, I can't, right? So that's what I did. But you know what I told you my coach said? My coach said, oh, great. Standing from the place of I just can't means that you won't. And no matter how bad you want this training that this class could give you, no matter how bad you want the skills of enrollment and registration, no matter how bad you want to be able to give vivid stories and share your heart from an authentic place where people can be touched, moved, and inspired by the words you speak, no matter how bad you want it, if you're not willing to make time in your schedule and you're not willing to ask for new agreements and talk to people about moving schedules and doing things and moving things around, then you just won't. Put it in the chat. I just won't. I just won't. And remember how I keep telling you that it's great to start with the desire and the want to do a thing. But I promise you it's going to take way more than that. So as you can see, my atmosphere is different. Why? Because my husband and I, for the last couple of days, we've been having issues with the internet. The internet ain't working. We couldn't go live the other night. And it could have just been so easy for me to put a post out here and just say, you know what, y'all? I can't. Instead of sitting here holding this phone in my hand on this thing, right? That's uncomfortable. Sitting in this chair, being away from my comfy desk, is uncomfortable. It's a lot of reasons I had for me to be able to say I can't. Put in the chat more reasons than results. Put it in the chat. More reasons than results. Put in the chat right now. More reasons than results. So the question that's on the table, as you look at the things that you want in your life, because remember, we're in the coaching season of becoming the change. We're in the coaching season about making things happen that we've been talking about for a long, long time. And one of the things that may have you hemmed up is because you have more reasons than you have results. I had a lot of reasons to just say I can't, to not show up, to not make it happen, to not be here upstairs in the kitchen holding the phone, darkness behind me, nothing but the light outside to give me some light because I ain't in front of my ring light. I could have easily said, hey, y'all, I can't. But my stand for what it is that I want to bring and impact the world with is so much greater than the reasons I may have to say that I can't. Put it in the chat, more reasons than results. So when you look at your life and you look at the results that you have, and you look at the list of things that you want to change, and you look at the times and how many times you've been saying that you was going to do a particular thing and you haven't. My question is, what are some of the reasons that you use to justify, excuses that you use to justify, to say, I just can't. I just can't do it. I just don't have the time. I just don't have the money. I just don't have. I just can't. Yep. And if you real with yourself, you can see right now something you may have said, I just can't to on yesterday. That if you really wanted it, if you really could see beyond what it was that was holding you back, if you had the fire and the desire, come on, Rick James, if you had the fire and the desire to give it all you got, to actually make bold requests to people to help you make happen what you want happen, would you still be talking about a thing? Would you still be putting out there, I just can't, I just can't, I just can't? Oh, somebody laughing at me. Deneen, is all about results. You know I am, for sure. I am affectionately known as the results coach. You cannot come into space with me and tell me that you just can't. Right? Because even when I talked about just can't on the other day, I gave the ticks, right? Oh, what you really need to be doing is looking at your schedule and managing and organizing your life. Because the reason why you can't is because you don't know what's going on, because you don't have no tracking mechanisms. You don't know what you said yes to and what you said no to. Is that my fault? That you overwhelmed and that you can't get a handle on life? Is that my fault? That an opportunity is here in front of your face and you can't snatch it and walk all over it and take advantage of it because you ain't got no order in your life? That ain't my fault. And don't nobody want to hear the excuse of you being overwhelmed. No, the real problem is you don't have order. And God is a God of order. Put it in the chat. God is a God of order, because he is. So if you don't have order, it's not because it's not within you. It's not because it's not available to you. It's not because you can't do it. It's just that you choose not to because you can't. For whatever reason. Why? Because I'm not good at planning. Why? Because I don't have an electronic calendar to put it in. Why? Because no one ever taught me how to organize my life. Why? What are the reasons? What are the excuses do you have for you not to have your life organized in a way that you can live powerfully without any regrets? But yet, every now and again, you'll just say you can't, because it lets you off the hook of actually getting your life together and actually organizing your life and your calendar and actually writing things down and planning. Do you get that it's 80% planning and 20% execution? Put it in the chat. 80% planning, 20% execution. And some of y'all be trying to do 20% planning and 80% execution, and then you wondering why your results ain't what you want them to be. Well, my dear heart, you haven't spent enough time doing the planning. You think it's all about the execution. It's the doing. It's the doing. It's the doing. It's the doing that make it happen. The doing is not what makes it happen. The being is what makes it happen. That means being committed. That means honoring your word. That means not letting yourself off the hook when you said that you was going to do something, when you said you was going to lose the weight and you was going to meal prep and you was going to call people back when you said you was going to call them back. See, it's in the being. It's in the being. Put it in the chat. It's in the being. So every time you look around and you see you got more reasons than results and you got excuses and you keep saying, I just can't, I want you to really look at it now. It's not because you just can't. It's just because you won't. You won't get the order that you need. You won't figure out what your capacity really is. Because some of this stuff right here, y'all just decide not to do it because it requires the work, the planning. It requires the 80% of getting it together. And you don't want to spend the 80% of time that it's going to take or effort for you to get it together. So you keep saying that you can't, when in actuality, you can. Because a lot of the stuff that you're doing it just to be busy. It's not getting you anywhere. Look around. That's why you still talking about the things you want. But you won't slow down to speed up. Put in a chat. Sometimes I gotta slow down to speed up. So when you gonna slow down, do the planning so you can speed up, execute, and get results. When you gonna do that? It's in the bin. Put it in the chat. It's in the bin. So I don't want to hear no more about having capacity, because you don't really know your capacity. Why? Because you haven't done the planning to see what capacity you really have versus what you don't. Because if I told you right now, and I told you, hey, the Obamas was going to be at my house Sunday for dinner, and all my friends could come. Let me know right now whether or not you'll be there. How many of y'all said y'all be here on Sunday? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. How many of y'all say no matter what time it is, y'all could be here on on Sunday? Who coming? Who coming to the dinner? Because I'm inviting all my friends. And I'm inviting my family too. Who's coming? Okay, LaShawn said me. Right? Who else coming? Because see, the things that you really care about, you have the burn and the desire for, the opportunities that you won't allow yourself to miss. See you on Sunday. Okay, Tim was like, see you on Sunday. Right. Who's going to miss out on the opportunity to share space with the Obamas? But see, that's how you should feel about the dreams and the goals that you have for your life. See, nothing but death should keep you from it. That's the color purple. Nothing but death should keep you from it. But see, you so flippant to let things roll out your mouth without really having the commitment or the desire to make it happen. You do it to look good. You do it to make it look like you ain't standing still, when in actuality you are. And all I'm saying is, I don't want to talk no more about capacity. I don't want to talk no more about I can't make it happen. No. If this is not a real emergency or a situation where you can't move things around, like it's going to damage some commitment that you have with your children or your family or with your income, if that's not it, then I'm sure that you can. And even some of those things, with a powerful request, with a bold request, you can even change some of those things around and make it happen. But the question is, will you? Or will you continue to stand in a place? It's easy. It's easy to say, I can't. I hope that this has served you. Choose me. Okay. I see you, Tam. I see you. Exactly. Right. The things that you care about, you make it happen regardless. This is how you should achieve your dreams. Exactly. It's not okay for you to keep putting stuff off. It's not okay for you to make excuses of that you can't. Because why? It's 24 hours in each and every day. The question is, are you using that time to move your life forward? Or are you using it because you're wasting it just to be busy, just to let people know that you got a lot going on? But I promise you, if it's not moving your goals and your dreams forward, you're wasting your time. And when I tell you life is short, I'm telling you life is short. So look, always looking forward to serving you. I hope that this felt okay, felt better. Tamu, I had the lips for you today. I hope you see that, right? I actually got the bold lip for you today, right? I just want y'all to know that I love you and I'm always standing for you, but I won't stand in a place that gives you excuses or reasons to not live a life without regrets. If that is what you want, then you need to be in something with me. If you want results, you need to be in something. I don't know if it's one-on-one coaching. I don't know if it's the next group coaching program that's going to start sometime in January. I don't know if you need to take the digital course, Queenpreneurs Jumpstart program. You've been talking about wanting to start a business and you ain't done it yet, because I don't know what to do. And I don't know how many steps. Stop it. Do you know Google is your friend? Google got all the answers to all the things. The question is, are you going to put the 80% of time it takes to learn the skills, to learn the steps so you can execute? Okay, listen. The education or the learning is the starting point of having a new experience. But in order for you to experience the things that you're learning, it requires you to take action, right? That action would be something different than you have ever experienced before, because it's something new that you created in your life. Okay, come on, y'all, look. So now that you have taken the new actions to experience the things that you only have book knowledge of, you finally are able to get the results and the real experience of the thing that you've been praying for, wishing for, thinking about, studying about when you get to the other side of it. And then when you practice it long enough, like driving a car, you get to the point where you can do it without your mind. And that's called a habit, or controlled by your subconscious. That's how we could get home and be having conversations and don't know how we got there, because it's a habit. And we don't even have to use the conscious mind to get us there. The subconscious mind will get us there. But that's how you want to be about the skills that you need for your dreams and your aspirations. You want to have studied it so much. You want it to have performed it so many times that you can do it automatically with your eyes closed without any thoughts. But the question is, are you willing to put that kind of effort and time behind your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations? Or are you willing to do 20% and expect that you're going to be a millionaire? I'm just saying. Anyway, I love you guys. It's easy to say, I can't, but I ain't want y'all to be one of those. I know that you can. Put in the chat, I can. Put in the chat, I can. I can. Of course you can. Get some order in your life. You can do it. Always looking forward to serving you. Y'all pray for my safe travel. I'm traveling tomorrow. I should be back home on Friday evening. So hopefully I'll be here live at 5 on Friday. If not, that means something has happened and I ain't made it back, but I should land back here at home, 3 o'clock hour. Pray for my safe travels. Pray that my internet service and these technology around here get on up to par, right? So we can be able to serve you. That's right, I can. You surely can. You can. You can make all this stuff happen, Missy, Tamu, LaShawn. You can do it. You can do it. It's all up for what you say. Whatever it is that you say, that's what it would be. Always looking forward to serving you. It's so easy to say I can't, but I want you to say I can. I look forward to serving you. I see you guys on Friday. I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm